Lauren, what's going on, guy? Good morning to you. Yeah, it's getting there, man. Because of that water issue that I had right above my computer, I got a couple panels that I got to replace. But I just been, concentrating on making things look a little bit more better. Trying to clean up, trying to just make it more functional, because it became after that Traxxas X Max issue debacle, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this place just became like a disaster. So I kind of just changed things up. Right, the pictures of right. Yeah. Well, it's always good to have, pictures of your family close by. But we got a couple of boxes to open up today, which is why I tell people subscribe to this channel, because this is the channel that gets all the little things that the other channel just doesn't get. It just is what it is. Yeah, it was a nice vacation. Thank you. While I was away, a couple of deliveries decided to happen. So there's that one right there. And we got this one right here. Mike, what's going on, guys? Shade Tree, what's happening, man? You hit a piece of fence wire full bore on your TRX4. Wow, that couldn't have been good. Strip the spur clean. Nice. I know what that's like. Maybe not on a TRX4, but I do know what you're talking about as far as stripping a spur clean. Like, what we got? Just a couple teeth left on there? Yeah, I'd say that's stripping a spur clean. Pretty close. We got Vector over here trying to navigate these boxes here. That's why I use plastic spurs, right? So you don't damage other stuff. Right. Mike. Yeah, it was necessary. The bench was getting pretty bad. It was getting real bad. The Traxxas, the X-Max, is actually still here. It's just now sitting in a pile of box right there. You can see the Vectors are making their way, making their rounds. Just trying to set some stuff up here. Let's see. Actually, need to get a wire extension for the camera here because this doesn't always work out right. I think that looks all right. What would happen if one were to mount a set of drag tires to, I think it would destroy the truck? Well, when you say drag tires, like what drag tire are you talking about? I think other than what? You talking about reaction drag tires? Because I think reactions are the only ones that are that smaller inner wheel diameter. Sorry, I'm drinking a drink. All right. Well, I think I waited long enough. So basically all I'm going to do is the intent of this was just to bust open these boxes. These came in. Well, supposedly they were supposed to come in. I had gotten a notification that delivery was possibly going to be made on this past Tuesday, and I had actually come back Monday, and I came back Monday like an hour before to my camera system, letting me know that somebody was actually at the front door trying to deliver a package, and it still didn't make sense because what I had still seen on my end was the possibility of a delivery on Tuesday. So everything was all kind of confused and messed up. I don't know what's going on with like FedEx and yeah, you can hear Vector over there. I don't know if you can. He's there over there looking at my wife as usual. But got a couple of boxes here. One is very obvious. This one maybe isn't as obvious, but maybe then again, if you know what's going on with the channel, maybe you kind of figure out that what's inside this box was an inevitability. So let's see what's inside this box here. Any guesses? We got a couple people on. We got 7 people on. A big rock. That's a pretty good guess, man. I already know what's in the box because I could see on the outside of the package. Flying Fortress, what's going on, guy? Sean, what's going on? New Zealand, wow. Dude, that's insane. Like I said, it still blows my mind that, you know, people from that far away. You literally, you're in my shop right now, which I think is kind of funny. When you think about it that way, right? When you go live or when you do like videos or whatever, you're dragging people to wherever you go, which is kind of cool. You know, when you think about it. I mean, there's been people that have asked me to do snow plowing videos, and I'm like, plowing snow? You want to actually see me plow snow? Why? And they're like, because we don't get snow, and I want to see what this white stuff is all about. And I'm like, all right, fine, I'll do a plowing video. I'm actually fresh out of the shower. You can probably tell with my hair being messed up. 2.2s, but you can get, all right, 2.2. But I don't know, man. What do you, now why are you asking whether if I think it's going to destroy a truck? I mean, I guess it depends upon how well or how strong the gearing is or whatever, to know what kind of power you're putting through it. Obviously, if you're going to turn something into a drag vehicle, I've stretched tires, I mean, and that isn't anything to do with, yeah, they're actually way in the back there. I've stretched tires onto beadlocks, which is pretty interesting. I never was into that tire stretching kind of thing, but centrifugal force, wheel weight, yeah, I don't know, man. All depends upon, I guess, your components. I say just rip it. Gears don't cost much money when you really think about it. If you break an axle shaft, then you know that either you've got to upgrade, you know, from stock if possible. It's all that, you know, learning like process. I say, guy, I say do it. Why not? Do it, video it, and throw the content out there, and who knows? You could have like the next thing, you know? Man, that camera's way up high. Oh, I turn that volume down. You just bought a second-hand infraction and can't. Wow, nice, man. Hopefully you got it for a good price. You gotta. You know, unless. Did you get to see like the condition of it? Like really? Because when you buy a used RC, dude, it's like buying a used car. I mean, you never know what you're really getting. I mean, somebody can just buy a brand new body and slap it onto something, and you got something that's twisted and mangled, and gears are destroyed, bearings are wiped out. That's the tough part, man, about buying a used RC is just like buying a used car. You really don't know what you're getting. I got some stories for you, man. So my son, yeah, my hair looks like a disaster. So my son works at a dealership, and I had a conversation with him before he started working at the dealership, and one of his things was he wasn't going to let the dealership basically tell him, you know, what to do. That's what his attitude was, that if he found something blatantly, obviously wrong, he would point it out, and he realized pretty quick that that's not how it works. So yeah. So he's definitely not a shady mechanic, but there's definitely some stuff. There's some shady stuff that he has seen like happen, and it's pretty sad because that's a dealership, and to an extent he understands why they're doing it the way they're doing, but it's still wrong. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't even begin to go into some of the stuff that they do. And his dealership is actually a service wise, like the dealership itself isn't massive, but the service end of the dealership is huge. It rivals some of the really big, well-known shops, and this shop is known for good service, but man, just some of the stuff. And like I said, it's a dealership, so I kind of feel for him. You know, he doesn't do anything shady himself, but he'll put in requests for work to be done on vehicles, and we're talking about vehicles that are certified. Like, he said that sometimes this whole certification process is a bunch of crap. So there are a certain amount of things that when you do buy a certified used vehicle that, you know, do get squared away or straightened up. Why is my dog barking? Daisy, why are you barking like that already? Huh? What's the matter for you? Huh? What's the matter for you? But anyway, where was I? Yeah, certified new vehicles. So he puts in the request for what needs to be really done, and ultimately either the service writer or whoever it is that makes the decisions, I forget who he said makes the decisions, when he puts in a request for stuff, he's not putting in a request because he's looking to blow money, you know, or make money. I mean, he is looking to make money, but and that's what his job is, though. But he doesn't fake anything. So when he finds something wrong, he'll bring it to their attention. And he said a couple of times, man, he feels bad for whoever the individual is that's going to buy this used car, because let's put it this way, okay? I forget what he called the guy, but he was pissed. And I think what he did is, my son's not afraid to let it be known, kind of thing. And that can get him into trouble, but he's got the attitude of, and it's a good attitude in a sense. He's got the attitude of, I don't care, I'll just find another job somewhere else. You don't like what I have to say. And that's actually been proven fairly recently, because he was offered another job from another dealership at a significant rate increase. And he's very on point on trying to, like, you know, he's on point on making sure that you know, that this dealership, when they offered him or made this lucrative offer, that he really went into depth about the offer and got it in writing, and really like went over all the wording and everything, which was really good. And when he told, you know, his primary shop that he literally said, putting in my 2-week notice, you guys don't know what you're doing here anymore. Put in his 2-week notice, and the very next day, it was either the very next day or that day, his shop came back with an offer. And he took that offer, and like most people, he shot that offer to the other place that was looking to take him and That place upped their offer. And then, it's the back and forth. And I told him, I said, go easy. I said, because you don't want to get stuck in the back and forth thing to where it'll get to a max and then you're left taking a lesser offer in a sense, because now they've said, you know what, we're not even going to just go. And he then took that offer and went back to his primary shop, and his primary shop, effectively, I think he said that they matched the offer. And he even felt, how did he say it? He felt bad, which is weird, but this is how my son is. And it's, I don't know, maybe it's upbringing. You know what I mean? He felt bad because knowing what the others are being paid in the shop and now what he's being paid, he said that he doesn't deserve what he's getting based upon what he knows other people are getting. And I said to him, I said, you know what? I said, a dealership is all about making the dealership money. And obviously they recognize that you have a skill set and they want to keep that skill set in the shop. And of course I'm going to talk up my son, but I actually don't have to talk up my son when it comes to mechanics, because I'm going to say something that probably, will bend people out of shape. And it's just like, in my genealogy, in my line of whatever genetics, my family is very mechanically inclined. So, and you almost don't have to go to school to figure stuff out, which is pretty crazy. And I'm just, whatever. My son has it. I have it. My mother has it. My father has it. My daughter actually has it, but it's untapped. She's not using that ability, which I already know she has, because I've done some projects with her and I see it, and it's just like, oh, you know what I mean? It's just like, kid, you got to start racing cars. But anyways, we're not here to talk about any of this stuff, but I'm just going to jump into the comments just because I'm not paying attention. Jessica, what's going on? Guy. Let's see who else is here. Glue tires, what's going on here? Here's the aftermath. I can't glue tires. All right. Right. Secondhand can be a disaster, but common sense will take. Right. So Shade Tree. So there's an individual that we are all familiar with, and he's talked to me about a couple of used purchases that he's made on RC cars, and they have that there's that saying, people don't get offended, because everybody gets way too offended nowadays. It's like putting a lipstick on a pig, right? And what they mean by that is that you can cover up something just by throwing a little bit of shininess or whatever onto something to make you just go, wow, this thing doesn't even look like it's used. I don't know. But that certain individual, he knows who he is. He's bought a couple of vehicles. He bought one used recently, which reminded him of why not to buy used, because the inflammation of, or the inflating of what it was and how supposedly the individual treated it did not coincide with the product that he received in the box when he went to take it for a rip. So, and he was pissed because the money that he paid for it and the reassurance that he got from the individual, it didn't match up. So this individual is no joke. When he buys something, he buys it. He doesn't hem and haw over the price. You say what the price is, or he'll throw out an offer, and that's it. And yeah, I kind of feel bad for the situation, but it happens, and it reminded him of why not to buy used. And you can definitely find and score good deals, but just know usually when somebody's getting rid of something used, there's a reason why they're getting rid of it. You know, they're trying to recoup some money to maybe get another project or whatever. Who knows? I don't even know. I know that, you know, my conscience, I could never shady wise ever sell something to somebody full well knowing that there's issues. I would literally give you the list. I would say this thing crashed into I'd probably inflate the list. And I'd just say, this is the price. This is what I know it's worth. Take it for what it is. The gears are used. The bearings are used. I washed it like 3 times its entire life, and I didn't dry it. You know what I mean? There's probably etching in the bearings, but this is the price. You want to buy it? Here you go. You know what I mean? It's like, how do you know, man? That's the tough part. That's why people freak out about Craigslist stuff. You know, because there's a lot of stuff on Craigslist that people are like, has no rust. Like when you're buying like a regular car or truck, has no rust. And it's like, what is your definition of has no rust? Because all I see is orange. So, and it ain't the paint color of the car. So, all right. Well, I don't see anybody saying anything to RC Guy Garage Live. You got to put that little at symbol for me to know whether if you're talking to me. But anyways, all right. I think Mitchell, what's going on, guy? Got 12 people in here. I think that's literally like how many subscribers are here at 12. Something like that. I don't know. It's all right though. I'm good with it. So what's inside the box? I'm pretty sure. Why does it say why is it frozen when it's not frozen? That's messed up. And I'm a wired connection. There we go. We're back. I'm a wired connection too. Gigabit connection. I don't know what's going on here. But anyways, all right. So people dumped out. There's 10 people here. What do you think's in the box? Any takers? It works again, right? Wouldn't be an art, right, Mitchell? Dude, I don't know what's going on here. I am a wired connection. All right, I guess Lorne is the only one that's biting. He thinks it's a big rock. Anybody else? Bueller, infraction. Mitchell, woo! Mitchell's putting some thinking in here. It is an Arrma. Definitely tell you it's an Arrma. A very big RC. Well, it depends. What do you think is big? It's definitely not a Raminator. Am I frozen again? No, it's still going. See, it's faking me out now. Anybody think it's a Sen Racing F450? Never know. It could have been reboxed and retaped over. It could be a Sen Racing F450 in here. But wouldn't that be a felony? A felony? A number 2? What, like an orange one? An orange felony? Very big RC. All right, that's enough. I think people figured it out. Bam! Right there. Come on, you knew it. You knew it was going to be here. At least I knew it was going to be here. Yeah, it's the version 2. Why do they make these boxes like literally the size of the box? I guess to stop it from moving around. So yeah, anyways, with my desire to continually go fast and yeah, just come on. You knew it had to come to the channel. So there is one on the box. Why is this vehicle here? I don't even know. Because this vehicle right here, I probably will do some speed tests with it, but to be quite honest with you, I'm leaving this truck as what it is. I'm leaving it as a street bash ripper, and this is going to be my burnout truck, my just parking lot ripper. I've got some ideas for this vehicle that I think it's actually gonna work out pretty nice. So I've been waiting for this for quite a while. I'm happy that it's here now. I originally did want the original infraction anyway, but once this V2 came out, no brainer. So, but anyways, so that's what's in that box right there. We've got one more box, which is going to be very easy to figure out because right on the box, it actually says what's in the box, which was kind of couldn't cover that up. But if I stick the box like that, you kind of can't tell, right? So maybe if I take my Cow RC mat and do it like that. That way you can't see what's in this box. Now, this is a 50-50 shot. This is a box. It is from Horizon. It's definitely a smaller form factor box. Do we have any guesses of what's going on in this box right here? Bueller. I like saying that. Bueller. Any clue? Is it the blue? Oh, we're going to have to wait and find out to see what color it is. I don't think I showed what color it was, but we have to wait for a real what's in the box to find out what color came to the channel. Yeah, I don't know, man. Big Rock. Aaron, what's going on, guy? Can't take it open. You mean open it? A drone. A drone. Man, what is up with people and their guesses today? That's a damn good guess. You obviously know I like drones. Dude, wouldn't that be crazy? Lauren, wouldn't that be crazy if there was? Right, you can't take it. Dude, I just opened the other box. It's good enough, right? You could do that knife flip. I got another knife that I should start using. It's my because obviously, who knows what happens? People think like this is a weapon. It's not a weapon. This is for me opening up my boxes. It's not a weapon. It's like getting tagged or flagged on your channel because you showed a knife. It's like, okay, so what if I show a box cutter? Is that going to be an issue? This is one of my favorite knives. It's one of my favorite smaller knives. It's a CRKT, really good quality knife. I really do like these knives. My son gave me my other one, which is my favorite knife. It's a Fossil knife. But we'll give a slice right across here. Guy, can you slice it any slower? I probably could. And we'll slice this side, which probably can see what it is now. All right. So if you were keen, you could have seen or zoomed in on that side. You would have seen what it was. So let's see. How good did I do? Oh, I even opened it up the right way. Nice. Gotta love it. Gotta love it when you open up a box the right way. All right, you ready? Ready for the reveal? Anything can be a weapon. Just say, I know. Right. Anything could be a weapon. It's crazy. take your cell phone, you throw it at somebody. That's a weapon, right? Ascend 452. Wouldn't that be nice? That would be nice. Making people sweat. Oh, what's that? Oh, did you see something right there? What do you got? See that right there? If you look right into that flap, you can see something. Bam! I cannot stand the name, but I got to tell you right now, the product, yeah, it's actually been very tough for me actually not to open this box, to wait. Again, like I say, you know, I knew what was in the box just because I could see on the side of the box what it said. But yeah, it's basically the DB Pro. It's a bigger DB Pro. And that's point blank why I ended up with this, is because it literally is the just bigger DB Pro. A little bit longer, a little bit more power. I'm assuming like literally everything on, now that I've got this out of the box, I literally just want to bust this box open right now. But it's seemingly like everything about this, because number one, right there, that's the biggest thing for me, is Losi. And anything that I personally have ever had, Losi has been absolutely awesome. And I just, when I saw this, I just was like, wow, this thing is stinking awesome. And I mean, people obviously know that I love the DB Pro. Well, number one, because I love the DB Pro so much that I had to buy that DB Pro, which this probably, and this might be stupid to say, but I don't know if that's ever going to touch the ground. And I know that's messed up. I know that's messed up. But that's like owning a Yenko Camaro. That's like owning a Yenko Camaro and it never hitting the streets. That never happens on that, but whatever. But anyways, because I'm already very, very familiar with this platform, which I really want to go into detail, it'll be nice because now I've got a vehicle that's literally like the brand new untouched version going up against a brand new untouched version, just to get like a comparison between the two, between what are the real major differences other than just like a facade. I know that the chassis is longer. Obviously, I know the wheels are bigger, but what else has changed other than the power system? Are we still talking the same shocks, same links, same arms, same servo? Like, what in reality is the exact same between the two? Because if that thing functions anything like this vehicle right here does, which I got to tell you right now, the tire on the back is the first thing to go. I could care less about the scale. Like, okay, fine, it's a laser nut. It's supposed to have the tire on the back. No, I'm good. If anything, I'm going to see if I can get either a wing on there or just go tailless and rip that thing, because that thing's just going to be ripped. So what color did we get? You're going to have to find out on the real What's in the Box on the regular channel. But because and this is the first time I ever did this. This is the first time that I came across an RC vehicle, and I couldn't. Here's the thing, right? I guess you have to like sweating like a pig here. I guess you have to like think of it this way. This was literally the first time that I understood why somebody would buy a number 2. I never was that, person that, man, it is so hot outside. The fog is so bad. It's going to be a nasty day today. I'm probably going to have to bring the air conditioner down here because I got to do a few What's in the Boxes, obviously now. But where was I? I finally understood by buying that DB Pro. I finally understood why some people get a second one. And I was like, I was one of those people that was just like, why would you get a number 2? Like, I mean, you already got the first one. Why get a second one? Just keep ripping the first one, upgrade it. If you like it that much for stock parts, throw the stock parts in it. I don't know. I guess I finally understood why. And that DB Pro is basically what did it. Now, the laser nut, I really haven't seen any videos on it because I think everybody else is focusing on other stuff, me included. Obviously the felony right now is hot. And when you think about it, what is the felony? The felony is basically and I'm going to say this because and people flip out. It's not the same thing. It is, in a sense. It's an infraction / limitless. You take the basic platform of what it is. And everybody jumped on the felony because, of course, because it looks like a Camaro or a Firebird, right? It looks more like a Camaro, but do you know what I'm saying? Second generation Camaro. Finally, somebody brought out a vehicle that is a muscle car, and people jumped on it. And the best part is that you can take that felony and you can basically convert it into your infraction, or you can eventually turn it into a limitless. So if you want to push that speed to where the body of the Camaro, F body, Fisher body, is only going to be able to support just so much speed until it just blows apart. And you already know people are going to be pushing that. Now, here's the sad part about that felony. What is up with the rear tires? Are they ever going to be available? Because at some point, the way I look at it, unless you're going to have custom tires made, like I think what Earl is going to do, Earl's going to have custom tires made and put on his old rims. Unless you got the ability to do that, you're going to have a vehicle that, because you were out there ripping it like how they're telling you to rip it, you're going to have a vehicle out there with bald tires, and you could potentially cause, other issues if you keep running it and you rip through those tires and the tires explode. So I wish Arrma, Horizon, whoever it is, would get on the ball. There's actually a number of other things that I want to talk about. But that's going to be for the live channel. So not the live channel. This is the live channel. It's going to be for the other channel because I'm going to do a StreamYard, drag in hopefully a couple of people. And we're going to talk about some issues that I, as well as other individuals like everybody else, is noticing about, these new releases and, basically zero part support for what is new about those vehicles. That's what the killer is. Because how do you put out a vehicle and then not have part support for what's different? So you've got, I'll do it in this number. I'll do it as number 1, Kraton EXB roller. Okay. Rear diff. Wrong. They dropped the ball so bad on that. There's already fixes out there, but why is the customer fixing that vehicle? Where's the parts support? Now you can't get any parts for it. Do you know what I'm saying? So we've got the EXB. If we could do that sound. So the Kraton EXB from Arrma. Man, you guys are kidding me? Rear diffs. If there's somebody out there that is not having issues out of the box, you're a unicorn. And very happy for you. That's awesome. But if you are having issues, how about this? Let's just join the crowd, because my EXB right now would have been sitting there if I didn't have you know, the thought to try some couple of other things while it was still alive. So, is my EXP driving? Yes, but it's a little it's a little crippled right now, and that's the killer part. Was that I did one of those foolish maneuvers, and my computer was giving me issue, and I erased all of the footage on my computer so that I could move on with other videos. And I just wasn't thinking. I had GoPro footage. Like everything that I did to the rear end of that EXP to make it what it is right now, I basically put it in the trash bag. I put it in the trash bag because I just wasn't thinking. And it even came up with the warning. It was like, you know, you erase these files, that's it, you're done. And I just was like, yeah, I gotta create my video. My computer's like got nothing left for hard drive space. So I clicked delete, and after the fact, after I made the video, I stupidly went to make the other video, and I was like, no, I actually got rid of the original footage. You've got to be kidding me. I know better. Why did I do that? But it was just because, yeah, stupid. So then next in line for me, next in line is the Outcast. So, you know, yes, people are smashing and thrashing the Outcast. Are we really having part support issues with that? I think more along the lines of potential warranty issues. There's just a couple of issues that people were having. I don't think the Outcast is a major player on the issue train. I think it's okay. Mine has the typical rod ends that jammed in, but there's obviously, you know, ways to, you know, alleviate that issue, which we'll cover in a later video. And then laughable, then you've got sorry, you've got the Hoss. I'm not trying to flame Traxxas, but the Hoss? Are you serious? People are already having issues. So, and I feel like those issues are pretty quick. And those issues, man, they shouldn't be there. Overtemping the motor, big time right there. That's a major one. Yes, my love? Okay.
The shirt looks dirty.
That's all right. I'm live anyway.
Oh.
It's no big deal. They're only seeing like from my neck up anyway. So, well, you're not, well, yeah, shoulder up. There we go. So the Hoss, the motors are burning up. That ain't cool. A couple people obviously having issues. Tony had some complaints obviously about the battery tray, and it's, I mean, come on, it's a plastic chassis, and if you want to throw in a battery that's a non-Traxxas battery, everybody knows Traxxas as being that proprietary kind of thing that they only want you using their stuff. And I feel as though it's rare on the occasion that somebody will only Traxxas a Traxxas, meaning you're only going to Traxxas battery something. You're not going to throw GPM parts in it. You're not going to throw RPM parts on it. You're just going to stick with Traxxas. And then I say, if that's the case, you're out of your mind. But that's, again, personal opinion. And then obviously the felony. What we just touched on, burning out the tires. Even the differential is, you know what? That's one thing that I didn't check. I didn't check to see if the differential was actually available or not. I should put this up there just to make it look nice. I didn't even check to see if the actual differential was available for the felony. But the rear tires, it's major. You know, I mean, what? Sometime, what? Are the tires available now? I doubt it. I don't even know. I haven't even checked. I haven't even bothered. Tires are on order, though, just because, you know, right away I knew that was going to be an issue. Come on. A muscle car, if people aren't doing burnouts in that muscle car, then again, there's something wrong with you. It's designed to do burnouts. It's designed to rip. It's designed to slide. And that's what's going to be nice about the Infraction V2. Having the handbrake, I'm thinking Trinket. When I think of the handbrake, I do think Trinket, but I don't know. Maybe the handbrake is just something that's untapped. But in Earl Moorhead's video talking about his Infraction V2, what was his gripe about the tires? His gripe was about the rear tires getting flat spots on them because hitting that handbrake. Front wheels are still rolling. Hitting the handbrake. Rear wheels locking up and sliding. Every time you're sliding, you're taking, we'll say millimeters off, whatever. You're taking material off your tires. So it's the same thing whenever you do a burnout. That's why even like with the most recent video that I did on my wife's Honda CR-V, I touched on tire rotation. Now, it depends upon the car. So even in the sense of an RC car, if you've got the ability to rotate the tires, do it. Because depending upon how the vehicle's driving or how you have it set up, you're either going to have more wear on front, rear, left, or right. Check your tire condition and then rotate those tires accordingly. Now, that's an all-wheel drive vehicle. And then like I talked about with my wife's Honda CR-V, will I rotate the tires on the CR-V? I might once, but by the time in reality that car is ever going to be ready for a new set of tires or in need of like a tire rotation or whatever, I probably would have already bought a new set of tires. Now, Big Black, that's different. Big Black, I always do burnouts in that truck. So yes, whatever tires are on the rear at that point in time are definitely going to be, slightly more used, slightly less life. And I am going to be doing a pretty nasty burnout with Big Black pretty soon because I am basically going to be done with this set of tires. So my intent is to I'm going to rotate. I'm going to take my fronts off. I'm going to throw them in the back because my fronts right now, they're actually getting, what's the word for it? Checked. I think they're getting checked. There's a specific word for it. I can't remember what it is. Like it's not rolling off my tongue. I can see what it is, and that's the issue with me, is that when I talk about stuff, when it's off the cuff, I might know in my mind what the real word is or what the real scenario is, but my mouth just doesn't say it. And that's just the way it's always been for me. So I'm okay with calling something the wrong thing. I'll call a nut a bolt, or I'll call a bolt a nut, or whatever. It's the way it comes out. I think it's something that I directly get from my grandfather, because my grandfather was pretty much the same way, and he was an awesome guy. You want to talk about having a hero in your life? My grandfather was my hero. So, anyways, yeah, I guess that's it. I'm just gonna jump in the chat. I don't think anybody's saying anything. You like both Traxxas RCs? Right. You have a ton of spares. You actually have to put RC Guy Garage live, don't you? Right, that's different. Arma part support has always been limited. COVID, everything is hard to get in general. Traxxas is still best. Yeah. You know what? I again, any words that come out of my mouth are a personal opinion. Traxxas is pissing me off. So, and that's a personal opinion. Traxxas come after me and sue me for saying you're pissing me off. I dare you. You guys are a piece of garbage. So, and do I like some Traxxas vehicles? Yes, I do. I would never get rid of my UDR. I love that thing. That thing's a great vehicle. My Traxxas X-Max. My Traxxas X-Max right now, its name is Trash Bag. And there's a reason why. Traxxas knows there's issues. That's what I should have talked about. We're going to add Traxxas into the mix on that. Come on. I ripped the truck once, and I think I ripped it for 5 minutes, and the rear bearings already started to jump out of it? Come on. That's a bunch of crap. So, Traxxas, you guys are a piece of garbage. So, and until you change my mind, you're still a piece of garbage. So, just like Sky RC, the GPS, the original GPS I had. When I initially got that GPS, I called that thing a piece of garbage because I'll call it as I see it. Did I change my mind? Hell yeah. Are you kidding me? For that GPS to survive the obliterations that thing was getting. I mean, right now it's running without a cover, although I do have the cover now. I don't know if you guys caught that in the video, but my wife actually found the cover. But I ain't putting this cover back on because once I put the cover on, I can't even see the numbers on the screen. So the cover's staying off. Right now it's got like tape and double-sided tape and stuff holding it together. And if anything, in an impact, obviously you saw, I think, if you saw my felony video, when I crashed my felony, and I didn't turn. It was the wind and the sand. I know people are like, oh, you don't turn the wheel when you're going over 40. And it's like, I know. And I didn't turn the wheel. If you watch the footage, there was no brake either. But that GPS flew off, in a pretty nasty tumble, and it survived, especially now. And then the number one thing about that Sky RC GPS, which I do have the new one. So we actually do have the new one for the channel right now, which I'm pumped, man. This thing does a lot more than what I bought it for. What I point blank bought it for was to have a secondary, third GPS just for myself, just to give myself numbers, and then just to say, hey, if I'm going to put a number out there, I'll put the lowest number that I see, but in my mind, I'll already know what the real number is. And I'm okay with that. I'm not racing anybody for speed numbers. Eventually, maybe. But I will only post, what the number is, full well knowing that there is no, massively accurate, although that thing is supposed to be pretty damn accurate. So, but that Sky RC, this thing does a lot more than I bought it for. And a couple of people have been kind enough, which is, I'll say it that way, been kind enough to say, hey, that thing does a couple of things. And I'm pretty psyched about that because for the price you pay for it, you're just using an app. And I actually like that better. And somebody out there actually complained, not on my channel, but somebody out there complained that it was annoying that it's Bluetooth because you're not getting all the information like throughout the entire ride, meaning on your device. And it's like, dude, it's Bluetooth. Like, what did you not understand about that? It's not going to it's not sending a satellite signal to your phone. It's not how it works. It's Bluetooth. It only works within 10 feet or something like that. That's something that I should try and figure out. How far away will it receive the signal? Yeah, that'll be something I'll check. How far away can you be from the car until you actually get a signal? It'll probably be a long video. So, anyways. Oh, Mitchell, dude, oh my God. When that happened, because obviously I really couldn't see it. I mean, I could see it, but man, which wreck are you talking about? The felony? Or are you talking about when the Sky RC GPS slammed into the pole? That was a test. I'll tell you right now, the Sky RC GPS, it may be a piece of crap coming out of the box, but after you smash it up a bit, after you smash it up a few times, man, that thing really shines. It really shines. I mean, it's really shining now that I can very clearly see the LCD screen. And it's funny, like I said, I mean, it's kind of like batteries too. I wanted to bring this out. I brought this out on the other channel. When somebody recommends products, it's almost like there should be like a little disclaimer. And I think I'm literally gonna put a disclaimer in every like recommended product thing that I put out there. Except when it comes to like my automotive tools. My automotive tools, that's different. When I do reviews on parts and stuff like that and tools, that's way different. That's because, yeah, tools are a little different. But when it comes to LiPo batteries, okay, this was known from what I thought as a good manufacturer for a battery. Now, granted, I have no idea other than if I crack this open. I thought these were good batteries. Now, I got these from my LHS, and I think I only charged these batteries up and used them maybe like 6 times is my guess. So 6 times charging these batteries. I don't remember which one, but one of these now has a dead cell. So now it rendered my 4S pack useless until I crack it open and rewire it for well, I mean, I don't have to crack it open. What I could do is I could write on here, I could write on there 3S, and I could disconnect the pack that is wasted. But that's that tough part, man, where you recommend something, or let's say like what I said, the Sky RC GPS was a piece of crap coming out of the box. And like I said, after the thing had a few wrecks, the thing turned out to be mint. And, you know, I'll leave those videos out there, but I also retract it. So after the fact, I retracted the fact that I called that Sky RC, GPS thing a piece of crap, because at the time, that's how I felt. And what do people say in the moment when they feel something? They'll say, yeah, these reaction batteries, these things are actually pretty great. I'm having no problems with these. And that was on the 5th charge. So by the time the 6th charge came around and I used it, well, actually, no, that'd be the 7th charge or somewhere around there. But for a battery pack to lunch out on its, 7th charge or whatever it is, that's a piece of crap. So will I ever buy another reaction battery? No, there's way too many other batteries out there that are good options. So this like turned into a crazy like live talk. So get on the LiPo train, right? Power Hobby batteries. I was like totally on board. I'm like, wow, these batteries are actually pretty mint. They seem to charge fairly well. It's literally a crapshoot. I don't care what battery manufacturer you are or what battery manufacturer you're getting batteries from, other than whether if it's, Zop-Pop. Zop-Pop's a different animal. Zop-Pop is literally, they're what I call 50%ers. 50% shot whether if you're going to get a good battery or not. But all these other ones that you're thinking, like this was sold by my LHS to me. And to only survive 6 chargings, that in my book is a piece of crap. And will I buy another reaction pack? Most likely not. Has my Zop-Pop that puffed, did it actually redeem itself? I have to answer yes. But will I ever trust those batteries? No. Are you kidding me? $20 for a 4S or a 3S pack? Will I ever trust it? No, I never trusted it in the first place. It was just a battery to try. It was cheap. And I was just like, yeah, might as well try it. And trying to get a warranty on those things, don't even waste your time. I got them from Banggood, and their warranty, just forget it. Whatever you buy from Banggood, just remember, You're getting it at a lesser price because you're going to eat that if you ever try to get a warranty. So, and again, that's just my personal opinion. Everything that comes out of my mouth should have like a little disclaimer on my shoulder, on my shirt. Something should say like on my shirt, anything that comes out of my mouth, this is my personal opinion. Don't get offended. So, what other batteries are pieces of crap? Zop-Pops are pieces of crap. Reaction batteries are pieces of crap. I really haven't had, and I know people out there have had issues with Ovonic. So Gus's Custom Creations, actually, he's got the same batteries, I think, that I do. He's got the Ovonic Air 5200s and the 8000s. I think he's got the same ones. And I think he came across issues with, it might actually be another battery. I don't remember. Whatever it is, he came across one of his Ovonic Air batteries where, to him, a piece of crap because it puffed. And knowing how Gus is, he's not treating the batteries, in my assumption, again, this is just an assumption, he's not treating the batteries like a piece of crap like how I do. I mean, even though I didn't treat these batteries like a piece of crap because I paid a couple of bucks for these. You know, I got it from a LHS. So, of course, I paid a couple of bucks extra. You know, you got to support your LHS, man, because, yeah, I'm good. So, anyways, where are we on that? I don't even know. I tried another battery manufacturer. So I got these little Z batteries for my Game Changer fans. I almost want to call these 50%ers because the 2 packs that I got, one cell's already dead, and that's a Z pack. And I've heard good things about these packs, but I don't know. Maybe these little cells are, I don't know, untested, unproven pieces of crap. So, so now I've got a 3S pack that's a 2S pack. Now I've got a 4S pack that's a 3S pack. Same thing with a couple of regular HRB junk batteries that, you know, aren't the graphene. Haven't had any issues with my graphenes. And I want to say, as far as my graphene batteries go, the HRB USA graphenes, I have no idea who's making those batteries either. But I will say the abuse that I've put those batteries through, the amount of charges that I've put those batteries through, if I don't start exhibiting issues like soon, like within the next 5-10 charges, I'll say those batteries are good batteries. So, and I have no idea where they're getting the cells from. You do get what you paid for in a sense. So Ovonic Airs, I like. The HRB graphenes, I like. HRB USA graphenes, I like. I wanted to like the Z's. Oh, Power Hobby. So then on the Facebook site that I've got, RC Guy Garage Facebook, one of the members actually posted a reminder, and I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, I could be remembering this wrong, so don't attack me if I'm saying this wrong. I think on his first charge, he lit his shop on fire. And it made him realize the ultimate need for LiPo safety. And I'm thinking about taking that post and making it like, I think you can pin it or something. Pin it or make it an announcement. Just every once in a while as a LiPo safety kind of thing, because this guy had certain things set in place to make himself feel better about when he charged his batteries, and he lit his whole shop on fire. And I think that was on his first Power Hobby charge. And those are the batteries that I have. So again, any recommendation that I make other than maybe like that, any recommendation that I make, what do they say? Take it with a grain of salt. It's only my personal like opinion or recommendation, just literally based upon that limited amount of time. I could change my mind the very next day and go, this Sky RC thing is a piece of crap, but I kind of doubt that. This thing, I'm thinking, just like when you feel what this is, I really have a feeling that Sky RC probably nailed it with this thing. So, and I can't wait to find out. I'm going to do a couple of tests. Like I said, LiPo batteries, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I feel like I'm not going to recommend batteries anymore because how can you? You know, there's too many, I think there's too many like variables, especially with the fact that I actually treated these batteries how you should, where other battery packs I may have not treated like you should. I'm not saying the Zopops. Zopops are just a piece of crap battery. So if you take your hard-earned money and buy a Zopop and you end up with 100% pack, you got one of the 50%ers. So, and I'll be happy for you, but I'll tell you right now, man, watch those things. I've had more than one Zopop pop. I've bought in, I don't know, what have I had? Like, I always buy things in pairs. So I want to say that I've had like 12 or 14 of those Zopops. And when I say they're 50%ers, I really mean it because 50% of the batteries like are crap. So, all right. I just got to jump into the chat. We got 19 people on here. This is why I say subscribe to this channel, because this channel gets all those little like extras. You know, we just opened up the boxes on the channel. We didn't actually do the what's in the box of each individual one. But now, at least if you're part of this channel, you know what vehicles did come into the shop. We obviously got now the Infraction V2. Take this sweet ride off of here. Infraction V2 along with the laser nut. Almost had an accident. So what body color did we get? I don't know. What body color did we get on that? I have no idea. Well, actually, I should say you have no idea. I do, because it said on the side of the box. So anyways, there you go. Do I know what's inside those boxes? 100% yes. Do you? 50%, right? I mean, I could have taken an F450 and stuck it in that box, right? I could have like already an Infraction V2 and I just took the Sen Racing and stuck it in there as a joke, but I don't. Sen Racing. I know you guys aren't watching this channel, but pretty confident you're watching the other channel. You guys missed the mark, man. You should have sent my other channel an F450, because, man, you want to talk about somebody that enjoys big black, big blue, or big silver or gray, or whatever the heck you want to call that other truck. You missed the mark bringing that RC to my channel. So anyways, I'm out of here. You should get out too and rip it. Like I said, I'm just going to jump into the chat real quick. I got to do an unboxing of the laser nut and an unboxing of the V2. So keep an eye out on the other channel for that. Other than that, yeah, I don't know. That's it. I'm out of here. You should get out too and rip it. Just going to jump on the chat. OCD, what's going on, guy? Keep yours in a pan while charging, right? Never charge inside your house, ever. A deep pan, boy, right? Well, you know what? You better have a cover ready for it, because those flames can shoot like 4 feet. So be careful with that, Jessica. Nice. Shade Tree, you got a free set of rims? Nice. Wait, this is a different channel? Yes, sir. Come on, guy. You didn't know that this channel was here? I've had this channel for a while. This is all the little tidbits that you get that the other channel doesn't get to see. This is supposed to be meant as the eventually this is going to be just point blank the RC Guy Garage Live channel, where I'll do like all the little things. Like if I just feel like snapping on the camera, and that's basically how I did it this morning. I just typed in a quick little thing, hit like I didn't even schedule it. Just hit start, put out a thing on YouTube, and just said, "Hey, I'm live. You want to come and check out, see what's actually in those boxes? Let's check it out." So I know it's a sneaky way to do things, but I like it. I like having this separate channel. This separate channel just gets those little things that I don't feel the big channel needs to have. When I just want to pop on the camera for like 15 minutes or keep it going for like 6 hours. I don't think we'll ever do that on this channel, but you never know. I also called these batteries awesome batteries when I first got them. Now they're pieces of crap. So, all right, everybody, I'm out of here. You should get out too and rip it. Like I said, pay attention. We're going to do an unbox of that bad boy right there. And most likely I'll actually unbox this one first. I'm really wanting to see what's inside that box. So that's it. We'll see you guys later. End the stream. Yes, I want to end the stream.